Hello friends, welcome to Teju classes. Today we will be discussing important terminologies which will come in research subject. So let's start today's session. Before that, do like, share and subscribe Teju classes for more videos and updates. So let's start today's session. Research. The meaning of research. The word itself says research. Search means we all know searching, right? Research means researching anything. Okay. So it is attitude of inquiry. It helps. Research helps in inquiring anything. Any particular thing we will be inquiring positive or negative, whichever it might be. We will show the fact. It will elicit the fact. A systematic and scholarly application of the scientific method. It uses the scientific method, research. It is a state of mind, and research is a journey from known to unknown. Right? It is a journey from known to unknown. Next is abstract. Abstract is a brief overview of a research study. Whichever topic you might select in research, whatever overview you give it, that overview is also known as abstract. Okay. Next is accuracy. Accuracy in research refers to the match between the target population and the sample. Here we say target population means in a particular population we find a sample in research, right? So if the sample is less, we won't call it as accuracy. If the sample is in highest mode, we call it as accuracy, the sample. Okay. Next is benchmarking. Benchmarking is, we can say, targeting for something. Okay. Systematically measuring and comparing the operations and outcomes of organizations, systems, processes and etc. against agreed upon best in class frames of references. Say for example, in a bench you mark a frame. Okay. Say for example, in UGC NET exam you wanted to score 90% marks, so you wrote it down in your table. That is called benchmarking. Okay. Say you have to apply it on your organizations, your processes, systems, in all this. Okay. Next is data. Data is an information which can be in numbers or words. We can say it is an unprocessed information. Next important term in credibility is any researcher doing any research in any topic will not be using any manipulations on his research to prove it right or wrong. He may not use any manipulations. That we call as credibility. He should not use any manipulations. Whether he is the result is in positive or negative, he must be provided as it is. Definition for this is a researcher's ability to demonstrate that the object of a study is accurately identified and described based on the way in which the study was conducted. So that is called credibility. Next terminology is quantitative data. Here the word quantity means data, we all know. Quantity means anything you measure in numbers. Okay. That is called quantitative data. For example, number of students, number of travelers and so on. And next is qualitative data. So it is opposite to quantitative data. So qualitative data is something which cannot be quantified. Say for example, if somebody's emotions like their behaviors or their attitudes cannot be measured in numbers, right? So that we will call it as qualitative data. Okay. Next is construct. Construct is an important terminology in research. It is a term describes a human variable that is not directly measurable. Like it is not measurable directly measurable means any motivation or self-esteem, like this kind of attitudes cannot be measurable, right? So construct is also known as psychological construct. Okay, next is causality. Causality is word itself says causality, cause. Okay, it is a relationship between cause and effect. So in word itself you have to keep in mind cause and effect. Next is case study. Say being a PG holder, you might have done so many case studies in your examinations, so no need to explain much in this, but I will do. The collection and presentation of detailed information about a particular participant or a small group, frequently including data derived from the subjects themselves. Yes, so we do collect some case and present in a detailed information of any particular participant or small group about any topic or anything. Okay, next is variable. Variable is something, it is a concept that is observable, measurable, and has a dimension that can vary. So say for example we say 1 2 3 4 5. So in each number there is a difference, right? Like plus one is adding, so each number varies from each other, right? So like this you can pick up any examples for variable. Okay, next is classification. Classification is ordering of related phenomena into categories, groups, or system according to characteristics or attributes. So classifying in different categories, groups, or system according to characteristics or attributes. So it is a grouping up of things. Next term is control groups. Control group in experiment, the one that doesn't get the treatment. Say for example there are two coaching centers A and B. So if you can see A is not getting any coaching, there are students but you are not providing any coaching, but for B institute you are providing proper coaching. But in productivity, see we only see the results, how the students are performing or what is the production we are providing. So that result is in experiment we call it as control group. Okay, next important terminology is correlation study. Here the word itself says correlation from one particular aspect to another. So A and B has a relationship, right? So they both have average thing or cause and effect they will have. A type of research design that depicts a relationship between variables but not necessarily one of cause effect. Okay, that is called correlation study. Next is dependent variable. Dependent variable means the quality you are observing. The quality you are observing means, say for example, price and demand. See in price is a dependent variable, demand is independent variable. Here the demand is independent, so based on that the prices are fixed, right? So that's why it is dependent. So hope you understood the difference between dependent variable and independent variable. Next topic is descriptive study. Descriptive study is in research design that describes what is. So descriptive study means in research, so as it is we describe whatever it is in the research, whatever you search for anything or any topic, you are providing as it is, that is called descriptive. Next is experiment. Here experiment in research design used to find cause and effect relationship, the effect on what, lots of variations will be there. Say here for example in chemistry we say water as H2O. Here H2 means hydrogen, 2 and O means oxygen. If you mix up both, you get it as water. That is experiment. Next term is validity. Here validity means accuracy. See, if you expect or in experiment, if you get a proper production, then it is valid. But if you get only the attitude or motivations or anything, any attitudes or any behavioral things, we call it as invalid. Okay, so the extent to which a test or study measures what is supposed to measure is called validity. Next is population. Population, all of group of interest. Population we call, generally we call population means in a particular area these many members, so we call it as population, not like that. In research, say for example, in a particular class there are 50 students, so we call those 50 students as population. Next term is random. Here random means by chance. So for example, you select something randomly, clothes or anything, any jewels or any books or anything you choose by chance. That is random. Okay, so you will study this further in research. Next is sample. Sample is a small group that represent a population of interest. See, for example, in a particular population of a research, a researcher might choose required or desired data from the population, that we call it as sample. Okay, I hope you all understood this terminologies in research and you liked it as well. If keep watching my videos, and thank you so much and have a great day.